So for all the dental practice owners out there, there's one huge mistake that I see a lot of dental practice and just businesses, small service-based businesses in general, make when they are advertising. And that's what I'm going to be talking about today. And I'm also going to show you how to fix this and how to approach advertising. So we're just going to go through a little, not an experiment, but I just want to show you an example of what I mean, because I think seeing is believing. So it's better to show you this way. Now, I am currently on Facebook ad library, and I'm going to I'm going to scroll through and show you the huge mistakes that many businesses and many dental practices make when they're advertising. And the one topic we're going to be talking about is the 5 stages of awareness, meaning what does your ideal patient know? What information do they already know? Are they unaware? Are they problem aware? So do they know about the problem and how to fix it? Are they solution aware? So they know the solution of where to go. Are they product aware? So they know, okay, this practice does this, or this practice only specialize in this. Or are they most aware? The most aware would be people on your email list, people or patients even that's already bought from you. So those people are most aware. The problem with advertising, we got to remember, when you're advertising, it's just as if you was just going out into the streets and doing door to door. So you don't actually know people, you're just knocking on to see if they're interested. I think a lot of people forget this when they're advertising. Advertising is salesmanship in print. So imagine yourself as the practice owner, as a salesman or a saleswoman, and you're going out and trying to get more customers. If you was going to get somebody to buy your product and you knocked on somebody's door, you wouldn't straight away go into a pitch to, hey, buy my stuff. You wouldn't, would you? Because they'd probably kick you down their porch. I say porch like we're in America. They'd probably tell you where to go and tell you to get off their driveway or whatever. So you would approach it differently. Perhaps you'd say, hey, here's a free treatment, or you give them a leaflet with some information that, that can educate them. But the problem is what most practices do, most dental practice, is they advertise, but they talk to people as if they're already friends of these people, or if these patients already bought from them, and now they're just re-engaging them with an offer. You can't do that, because you have to think. When I talk about let's go on here. When I talk about the 5 stages of awareness, right? Most people, when you're advertising, you don't know who is unaware, you don't know who is problem aware, you don't know who is solution aware, you don't know who is product aware, and obviously you'll know who's most aware. But you're advertising to what we call a cold even, like ice cold audience. I can't speak today. So your approach has to be much more measured. It has to be much more indirect. You can't just go in for the sale. So going back to the ad library, let's look at how everyone, as you can see, and one of the things to take note of is that when your competitors are zigging, you should always zag. Everyone is trying to get the customer or the patient to buy now. It's offers here, deals here, buy now. So everyone is basically saying, hey, buy my stuff. And not the sad reality, the harsh truth or the hard truth is people don't care about what you've got going on. They only care about their problems. And if you're not helping them to solve their problems, they don't care. Also, we have to think about it. We are advertising to strangers, so there's no trust there. It's not as if they've already bought from you. They've already had treatment. So now, as I said, you're just re-engaging them with a irresistible offer. No, they don't know who you are. They don't know. They don't trust you. As I said, some probably don't even know they have a problem, or they still in comparison mode. So if everyone here is trying to sell them from the get-go, what could you do as a practice owner to stand out? Well, because let's look at it really. If you go through all of these it's just they're just trying to sell from the get-go. And it's not to throw these people under the bus or anything, because, if you don't know, you don't know. But if you look at it like this, nobody is providing service first. And when I mean service, I mean providing some free value up front, and get them into your funnel. Then you can provide them with the offer. Because, as I say, going back to if you was doing this face to face, I know I keep dipping and diving into concepts, but I read somewhere where it says advertising is what you do when you yourself can't be there in person. So if you was in front of a person on their driveway and you're trying to get their business, you wouldn't you build some rapport first. You trying to find out their problems. You try to educate them, because they might have thought that they need dental implants, but actually they need another totally different service or a different treatment. So you'd start with understanding their problems, and then suggest a solution, not try to sell them from the get-go, because you're a stranger, they don't know you. But as you can see, everyone is just throwing out offers left, right, and center. Nobody's trying to build any rapport or build any goodwill. So what is the proper way to do this? The proper way to do this is to give away something for free. And a lot of people might hear that. A lot of practice owners might hear that and think, what do you mean? Like, times are hard or X, Y, and Z. But that's how business work. And it's all about human nature. What you have to create the context in which you can get your foot into the door, and then you can give people the offer that you want to offer them. But when you first initially when you're interacting with somebody that don't know you, you're a total stranger, you can't just bombard them with an offer. You have to get them to commit to a small yes. So, for example, let's say you one of your services or one of your treatment you do is teeth whitening. So you could say, okay, what are the steps before they actually get their teeth whitened? Okay, one of the steps is they need to make sure they do a teeth cleaning. Okay, and let's say you looked at your competitors and you saw that everyone's getting everyone to pay full price from the get-go, and they're also getting them to pay for teeth cleaning as well. You could say free teeth cleaning and smile assessment. So then when you work out the economics of that now, and okay, I can afford to get these people in with teeth cleaning, and then here's the magic. When you do that, when you get them in with the free teeth cleaning, and you educate them, and you also because when they come in, that's the point of getting them in. You're gonna then sell them on the idea of teeth whitening. So you get them through the door with the free offer of teeth cleaning, and then when they commit and they come into the consultation or the appointment, then you sell them on the idea in person on the teeth whitening, and you paint the picture of what life would look like. But giving away something for free, it creates the reciprocity principle, which is when we do something for someone, we then feel obligated to return a favor. So if you're the only business out there or the only practice that's doing this, where you're giving away a free teeth cleaning and free smile assessment, but everyone else is trying to charge full price for everything, who do you think the patients are gonna come running to? And what we need to understand is that not everyone online is ready to buy. So people don't just see you at your ad straight away and think, yeah, I'm gonna buy because they said so. No, people buy in their own time, and you have to. One of the things we need to do is think about how we make purchases. We don't do things when people tell us, because when you do that, you trigger what we call reactance in people, and that's when people put up barriers or they resist your messaging because they feel like their sense of autonomy or their sense of agency is being impeded. So they'll just do the complete opposite of what you've asked them to do, or they'll just totally ignore you. So people buy when they're ready, not when you tell them to. Only like 3% of the market will see something and just click boom and buy it. No, the rest of the 97% take their time. They do research, they compare and contrast. But most practices don't want to do the work to engage the other 97% or the other patients who aren't yet ready to buy but perhaps need some education and nurturing. The amazing thing is when you do it like this, where you offer the free teeth whitening, not teeth whitening, teeth cleaning, and then you capture their contact information, you can then market through email market. You can then reach out to them without having to go through Facebook again. So that means you can reach them cheaper. So everything that you put forward after that is yours to take. All the capital is yours. So you don't have to pay Facebook to actually get to those people again. So that's one of the beauties, where you make a small ask, which is create a free offer that solves a small problem, which is the teeth cleaning. And then you have your core offer, which is teeth whitening. And that's how you can get people in the door. And, you know, a lot of people are going to say, well, that's how you get tire kickers or people that just want free stuff. No, you can also add friction into it. So one of the things you could do is, like, when you run your ads and then you take them onto your landing page, and then they fill in their information to claim their teeth cleaning and free assessment, you can then say to them, hey, or what you do, you get one of your coordinators at the clinic to call them and say, hey, we ask that you pay a £25 deposit. And what we'll do, when you turn up, we'll either refund you that £25 or we'll credit it to your treatment. You see? But what you're doing is putting in that friction point. So if somebody weren't serious and they just want some free stuff, they're not going to pay the £25. Are you following? So the £25 ask, or the deposit, serves as a qualifier to see who's serious, if you get where I'm coming from. So you do that, and then that's how you sort of weed out the people who are just looking for stuff for free. Okay? But all in all, when we are advertising, we have to think about one thing. Where is the customer in this journey? Are they unaware, problem aware, solution aware, or product aware? Or most aware? Most aware are people that's on your email list that you already sold to. They know your product. They know what you're about. So you can approach them. That's why I say everyone on Facebook is talking to these people like they're already patients that's gotten treatment, which they're not. They're total strangers. You wouldn't just go up to a stranger and ask for a sale, would you? No. So you have to imagine, when you're advertising, people are unaware. They're probably problem aware, and they don't trust you. So you ask for less, and you give first to receive later. Because, as I said, this is a powerful principle, reciprocity. When we do good for people, then they'll remember that, and they'll feel obliged, they'll feel obligated to return that favor. So because you're giving away free teeth cleaning as a small step in the teeth whitening journey, you're then able to gain the trust and the rapport. So then after that, you can then throw your offer at them, because you've now created a context in which you can communicate with them like you know them, like they're already past patients that you've already gotten results for. So that's one thing to keep in mind when you are advertising. I hope you found value in this video. I'm going to be dropping more gems like this in the future, so follow me and click in the comments. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know if this makes sense. Let me know if there's anything that you want me to go into deeper details about. I'll be happy to do so. Without carrying on or blabbing on any further, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.